What's going on, guys? Suchain Joku, Sneaker Principal. And it's been a long day. I'm back home. I'm in my comfy clothes, my beaded sweater. I stopped picking the little beads of wool or whatever this stuff is a long time ago. But this is my comfy, I'm at home sweater. And sitting here, and I want to share something that we don't do enough of with you. And that is photographic prints. Let me see if this will catch that. Oh, the autofocus picked up my son's face. So this is an 8 by 10 of a photograph that I took from a series of photographs I took this weekend at the park. Um, my son and my daughter. Got her face right there. And it's funny because this pose right here, she did her on her own. She's on this yoga kick where she does these poses. And sometimes I ask her, where did you learn that from? She's like, I don't know, I just did it. I'm like, that's your Indian side popping in, because her mother is um, is of Indian descent. So she's in. She saw. She turned around. She saw me with the camera. And she got into her prayer hand pose. And if you saw the full length of this picture, she's actually in the tree position, standing tree, where she has one foot against her calf. Um, and then my son just being like him, like I'll say do something in a picture, and he would just freeze. He doesn't pose. He just freezes. So I'm like, okay, I'll just capture that picture. Um, but the thing is, just printing photographs out is such a lost. Um, I won't say it's an art because it's not an art. You just print photographs. It's just a part of society that we're losing the ability to have physical images. These 8 by 10s are going up on the wall, but I also did 4 by 6s that are on my desk at work. Um, And as I do this, like print pictures out, I think about the thousands. In my case, um, I think it's over 30,000 pictures on my phone. 30,000 pictures. And that doesn't include pictures that are on hard drives, pictures that are on my Google Drive, and multiple different Google Drive accounts. Um, all these images that are digital. And I know we live in a world that digital is much easier because you don't lose them. But you do lose them because you forget they even exist. I come across pictures where I was like, whoa, I took that picture. I know I took that picture. I just remember when I took that picture, but I thought I forgot it even existed because it's a megapixel, you know, um, image on in a folder with other images, kind of just lost there. Um, yeah, like we got to start printing more pictures out. This video is not sponsored. I'm not over here saying, "Oh, go to this place." No, like just the act of having these images, even if you have your own printer, that's what I want to do. I want to purchase my own printer and print images out. And and I know I'm gonna sound like an old man, but you know how people used to do those news clippings or whatever in those books. Like I want to go back to doing albums. You know when you bought the albums, they had the little sticky film that you pull it open, you put the pictures in, then you close it back and sealed it. So when you went to people's houses, you could actually pull out the album. Or no, you go to people's houses, they'd be like, "Oh, would you like some snacks?" And they'll give you drinks and cookies, and they pull out the albums. Maybe it's just an African thing, but I remember growing up in Nigeria, and just even here in America, going to African people's homes, they would always pull out their photo albums. And I look back, I didn't think there was anything abnormal about it. It was just what people did. You would go to their homes and they'll put up, especially if you're new to their homes, they'll show you their photo albums, which is interesting because when you show people your photo albums of your family and people that are important to you, you are exposing your guests, potentially strangers, to you and your family. And it's such a personal, private thing. But it does make sense though, because now we don't do photo albums. We do um, Instagram. We do Meta or Facebook. Meta. We do these spaces where we put our images out there for the world to see. But the thing about that is, and trust me, I do the same thing. I just posted a bunch of pictures I took in the city yesterday on my Instagram. But however, us sharing images not nothing. It's not anything new. It's just that now at the scale that we can share it, the whole world can see them. But I have to say something. There's something about saying I am choosing to have these photographs printed into physical copies that can hold and look at and feel and like look at the details without the need to swipe left or swipe right to the next image. And then say, you know what? I want to put this into a book where it will never leave, if ever, so that every so often I can flip through it and just say memories. Oh, look at that picture there. Oh, remember when this happened? Oh, look! Oh my God, look at that picture here. And doing it in a social setting because someone's sitting next to you, you're looking over the album together. This is something that we don't do when it's on our phones, when it's on our hard drive. You don't have people sitting around a phone saying, "Oh, look at that picture." We do it around a book. My father just passed away recently, and I know that the saving grace of the tragedy of his passing is that when people said, "Hey, pictures," they started popping up. Photographs were popping up from albums, from boxes, images that were taken in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, the early 2000s before the phone became our photo albums. No, not photo albums, but our photo storage cases. I don't want to be morbid, but I do hope when my time comes that my children are not digging through their phones, but rather they're pulling out books filled with images that they have carefully, or better yet, we have carefully laid together into patterns of pages that we can flip through and say, we chose these pictures, we put them in here because this is what was important to us. Some might say, what if they have a photo book that they printed? Yeah, that would be cool. One of my best Father's Day gifts is a photo book that is somewhere on the shelf back here. Oh, what did they do? Oh, I'll be right back. Awesome Father's Day gift. Um, uh, so a couple years back, the mother of my children did this in collaboration with my kids. It's called Daddy and His Babies, and it's literally a book that has kind of like words put together in here with pictures starting from the birth of my daughter. And you flip through it, and it's a photo book. Images taken by their mother of us at different points in their life, in their early lives. And this is pretty awesome. Us going to pumpkin patch, me spending time with the kids, I can share, just being dad with my babies, Puerto Rico, the ocean, like, and it just kind of it goes from like my daughter, then to the birth of my son, me, my early days of podcasting and trying to figure out the whole audio and video thing. There goes me there. There's my daughter bottle, and there's my son back there, and and restaurant. It was somebody's birthday, I think. I don't remember whose, but oh, is it my birthday? I don't know, but we were at brunch. But all those images, this is, I mean, it's great. It's amazing. More images of me, pandemic, figuring out how to podcast. But again, it's a book. And I love this. I love the idea of a gift because this I didn't put together. It was put together for me, given to me. I'll always cherish this. Always cherish this. When I talk about albums, what I'm talking about is creating the time to sit down and pick images yourself and put it into a book. So you tell the world this is what's important to you. If you choose to do it in this form, that's amazing. Um, but I think this is kind of expensive. If you want to have, I've seen albums that are like super thick. You flip through the pages and pages of pictures. But these pictures are collected over the years and individual images and it's curated for you. You do the same thing here, but I'm not sure how much it would cost. But you would be putting pictures on pages to send off and it comes back to you. But if you're doing a photo album of your family, of your life, this is part of my family, part of my life. And it's like a special gift that's part of the greater album. So I would say we gotta go back to making albums and creating those memories again. All right, I'm rambling. But yeah, my daughter, my son, these are going to get framed and going to go up in a wall. But I'm going to make a conscious effort to actually start to print images and put them to an album. The only problem now is I got to figure out where to buy an album. Do you even still make those? I'm sure they do. Amazon. I'll check out Amazon. All right, y'all. Uche Joku, Sneaker Principal. Thank you for indulging me in my ramblings about photography and photo albums. Be well.